What's up, everyone? Happy Father's Day. Trying to get a quick video out this morning. Headed to Lucky Shot Archery in Chehalis, Washington. Gonna meet up with the Wizard, also known as Isaac. He's the bow tech over there. We're gonna discuss thumb button releases and index style releases. Hope you enjoy.
The only reason I do have that different look through that peep window is simply because I have set my peep so high, because I'm trying to get distance, that I, with a handheld release, I tend to knock just ever so slightly lower my anchor is. So my picture with a handheld is generally perfect, whereas I have to be just slightly manipulate my face to get and it's imperceptible to when I'm watching it, but it does happen. Really kind of playing with what release I'm going to end up using for hunting, which will probably end up being an index trigger for most of it, but it's hard to say. So essentially with these two releases, I have really zero change to any part of my system. I'm just flip-flopping back and forth. So what I love about that is that I can then take both of them, decide which one is going to work better for me for my hunting scenarios, and then go from there.
What's your opinion on some of the people say that for your ultimate accuracy you should use a thumb button because you get cleaner breaks? Have you seen those?
Have I seen
Have
that?
you? Yeah, people saying that.
I haven't really heard that per se. I mean, you can get a clean break, or should get a clean break with any release. It doesn't matter what release you have. If you are not making a clean break with that release, then get with somebody who can tell you how.
Yeah.
So
right.
it's really is it's more a function of a release should be fit properly. So when I'm recommending releases, I don't tend to stick to one brand, specific things. There's certain features I look for. I will like releases like, a lot of releases from back in the day, they would have like just one solid hard rod, made adjustment of that release really difficult. I don't typically like that. I think that that's pretty hard to kind of get a really precise fit. Because it's just more difficult to do. B, I think most people are not really going to put the time and energy into making sure that thing fits. They're going to kind of work with the release rather than making the release work for them. So that's probably the one thing that I look for in regards to where and when you're going to shoot a certain style of release. The difference between an index finger and a handheld is almost invariably the amount of movement needed to activate the firing mechanism. So with an index trigger, especially one that's set super light, I need very little movement to get that release to go off. And so if you're timing shots, if you're working on timing shots to where your pin is set directly on the target and then you time that setting needs to be super light. It can also lead to kind of some mental gymnastics that you end up working through, but it is certainly a way to accuracy, and I'm never going to knock it. Another route that I think is probably a little cleaner is to really focus on just moving your trigger as slow as you can. So